Hey guys, it's Elena and today I have another cloth diaper review for you. Today I'm going to be telling you all about the Elskbar Snap-In All-in-One diaper. I got mine from Panolino Bambino for 28 bucks. Let's hop in. I'm going to show you a little breakdown on what everything looks like inside of here, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on this guy. So inside here we have two different inserts that snap in on either side. So we have this little shorter one here that snaps in with two snaps there, and then you have this big long one over here that snaps in on the other side. So in order to put this thing together, you're gonna like fold this long one in half, and then you're gonna fold up that bottom one. And I mean, you can put whatever one you want on top, but they're just gonna fold in half and then just lay in there. And you can adjust this one, of course. Like if you have a tiny baby, you might fold down a little bit right here and then fold in half to make the insert a little bit smaller if you have, you know, a little baby, to fit a little bit better on a small baby. But I am going to snap these out for the moment so I can show you the features of this shell a little bit easier. On the front, we do have 3 snap rise settings. So for the snaps here on the waist, we have 2 horizontal on either side with 1 additional crossover snap here. I like crossover snaps because if you're out and about and you have a poopy situation, you can roll it up like this. You can pull over the side and then pull over the other side and snap it shut so the poo stays all contained, and then throw it into whatever wet bag that you have while you're out of the house and take care of the poo when you get back home. We have a nice wide elastic on the butt side. This is the back side of the diaper. You got your little logo right there. You have a single leg gussets here where the material inside meets the waterproof material right on the edge here. It's not like rolled over with waterproof or anything. On the front side here, it's a straight panel. There's no elastic there. And you also have a little tummy panel, but it's sewn in. You can't like tuck anything inside of this. And the inside of this shell is lined with 1 layer of terry, so you have a little bit of extra absorbency in the shell in addition to the snap-in inserts in here. So here's a little close-up of the print. It's called Grasses, and it is absolutely adorable. Elskbar really has some beautiful, unique little prints, but they all have a very similar theme. Like, they're all very nature-inspired, and they all like look like this. They're like one solid color with a little bit different of a color for the actual little prints on there. It's just like a very Elskbar line, which I really like. I like the consistency where you see an Elskbar diaper out in the wild and you know that it's an Elskbar diaper because of like just the style of the print. Now, I do want to say I do love that they call it the Snap-In All-in-One, so you know that it's not like a real traditional sewn-in all-in-one. You know that these inserts are going to snap out. And I would usually call something with snap-in inserts like an all-in-two system, but I know that a lot of people do refer to this as an all-in-one. When I think of an all-in-one, I think of something that actually has the insert sewn in and it's really all one big piece. So that's just a little, you know, caveat, a little kind of pet peeve of mine. I want an all-in-one to actually be a sewn-in all-in-one. But anyway, the inserts are bamboo and cotton, and the waterproof material is TPU, which a lot of people do prefer to the more traditional PUL. TPU is a little bit better of a process to make the material than PUL. It's a little bit better for the environment from what I have heard. Also, TPU tends to be a little bit softer and more flexible and movable, which is totally consistent with Elskbar. Both their covers and these all-in-ones are definitely very soft and movable and just feel like very comfortable waterproof material. Sometimes you'll come across diapers that are just stiff in the waterproof material department, but these are not one of those. They're definitely very soft. Now, I did do an absorbency test on this diaper, so I just laid out the inserts on the counter, folded up like I would have had it inside the diaper. So these, you know, insert this one folded in half and this one straight on top, and I did an absorbency test, so I just poured water on top until it started to leak off the sides of the inserts here, and I did get 1.25 cups of absorbency, which is my bare minimum. In order for me to consider a diaper like a very normal, wetter, appropriate diaper, 1.25 cups is the threshold it needs to meet for my personal expectations for a cloth diaper. However, for my own kiddos, I do like to see 1.5 cups to 1.75 cups so that I have that peace of mind and know that that diaper is going to outlast any big pees. 1.25 cups is not the best if you ask me. I would like this diaper to have a little bit more. If you have a kiddo who is anything over an average wetter, you're either going to have to change more frequently, change it like the 1 hour, 1.5 hour mark, or you're going to have to add some kind of extra absorbency, extra booster inside of this diaper. Now, my little Barrett, who is just over a year old, can be kind of hit or miss with this diaper. Sometimes it will come off of him and be totally saturated. I haven't had any leaks. I haven't had it actually be so flooded that it leaked on me, but it will be very, very, very wet, like every inch of it soaked. Or sometimes 50-50, the other half of the time, it's fine. It's not even close to being, you know, like maybe like halfway saturated or something like that, but not close to being too oversaturated. So this diaper is kind of hit or miss on Barrett right now, but Barrett I feel like is going through a little bit of a transition right now where he's been really heavy wetting sometimes and being more average. I thought he was very average up until this point, but it seems like lately he's trying to become a heavy wetter. So it's just like, you know, it varies for every kiddo. If you have a kiddo who is more on the average size, like my last baby Aaron was totally an average wetter, he would have been perfectly fine in this diaper. If you have a heavy wetter though, it may not be the best. So bottom line, would I recommend this thing? I am kind of on the fence about it. For 28 bucks, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I know it's a little thing, but if these inserts were sewn in and this was all one sewn in together diaper, I would probably recommend it to you guys. But the fact that those inserts are snap in does bug me. Now I will say it's about 50-50 as far as if the inserts come out in the wash. Sometimes it will lose one insert, sometimes it'll lose both inserts, sometimes they'll both still be attached. So it's really super hit or miss for me for this diaper personally when it goes through the wash. Sometimes I don't snap out the inserts when I throw it in the wet bag when it's dirty. So sometimes they will stay attached, sometimes they do not. And sometimes it does come out still damp. I would say 75% of the time it's still damp once it has gone through the one dryer cycle that I put all of my diapers on. So I own a lot of flats, and so my flats get dry pretty quickly, but a lot of other like all-in-ones or thicker like hemp inserts and stuff like that, they still come out a little bit damp out of the dryer, out of that one dryer cycle, and I do have to go back in and add like an extra 20-minute dry cycle to make sure everything is super dry in there. This is one of those diapers that always has to go through a second time because it's gonna be slightly damp when it's done with that original dry cycle. So I do apologize for my kind of wishy-washy review here. I always hate it when I film a review video of a cloth diaper and I don't have a clear like, yes I would recommend, no I would not recommend answer. I'm kind of on the fence about this guy. If you really like snap-in all-in-ones or, you know, all-in-twos or whatever you want to call it, maybe you might want to try out this diaper. If you have kiddos who are on the slimmer side, petite kiddos who are gonna potty train sooner than other kiddos, you know, by the time they're like 2.5, and this is gonna fit an average size kiddo, maybe you like a really trim diaper, maybe this is a good diaper for you. So at least I hope that this video helped you see what kind of pros and cons there are about this diaper and help you decide whether or not you want to pick it up for yourself. Elskbar diapers are beautiful, they're gorgeous, they have some beautiful prints, so if you want them just for the prints, go right ahead. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it and found it helpful and you don't think it was too rambly, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what other videos you want to see down in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.